Right, let's jump into this in five, four, three, two, one. Hello to you, my friends. I hope you're all doing really well. And this is a different type of video. It's kind of like a vlog, off the cuff, spur of the moment video. And I want to introduce you to two good friends of mine who are very, very important in the sort of Depeche Mode community. Now, if you've watched my 40 Years of Depeche Mode mini-series, you would see I interviewed them must have been a couple of months ago. It was Rob, Attosa, David, and Mike, and we had a discussion on Depeche Mode and what is it about this band that we love. But today I really want to bring attention to a site they are running, and that is the Depeche Mode Global Facebook group. This has become sort of like the central hub of all Depeche Mode Facebook groups, as far as I'm concerned. And without any more, I'm going to just jump straight into it. The man who started it all, Mr. Rob Rom. Rob, how are you, sir?
Great. How are you doing, Vaughn?
Very good. How is it in sunny California?
It is sunny as usual.
You smug bastard. Anyway, on to the sunshine of the group, the ever beautiful Attosa. How are you, young lady?
Hi, Vaughn. I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, before you give me all the bollocks about the great sunshine you're having in California there, go on.
It's the best here in California. It's so warm. I almost put the air conditioning on.
Well, here in London, it's raining, it's cold, it snows, and then it rains, and it's locked down, and it sucks. But anyway, thanks to technology, I have you, my two, which I call my virtual in-the-box friends. Anyway, what I want to do is today, guys, I want to, as I say, bring attention to Depeche Mode Global, the Facebook group. Now, Rob, what was the idea behind this? How did you get started with this?
Basically, I was inundated with requests on Facebook when I took over Depeche Mode's Facebook page. I was day 114, and about a month or two later, I decided to start a group so I can basically send everyone that direction that was requesting me on Facebook. And I'm quite thankful I did. I mean, now we're almost at 13,000 members, and it's been a blessing during these crazy times right now.
It has really become like a sort of like a lifeline, for a lot of people. But before we get into that, I want to introduce you. Well, I want to sort of ask you, Attosa, how did you and Rob meet? And because you've become sort of like an integral part of this structure.
Yes. So basically, I was asked to take over the Depeche Mode page for the takeover thing as well. And Jenna Rose Robbins, who was day one of the takeovers, she put together this Facebook group solely for anyone who was a takeover. So we got really close in there. All of us really became like a family. We would talk about Depeche Mode, but we talk about personal stuff as well. And Rob and I, we really became friends in there first. But when I noticed that Depeche Mode Global was up, I joined there, and I thought it was just the best Depeche Mode outlet out there. Really good content, people from all over the world sharing really personal stories about their love for Depeche Mode and all that. And I just got really hooked. And when the pandemic started, Rob started having these weekly drinking chats on Zoom where we could all get together. And I really, really got addicted to doing that. And it's been what I do every weekend.
Yeah, indeed. And I must mention that the drink and chats, the first one I've been invited on as a guest a few times. And I must say, this isn't just people getting together and drinking. Rob has done great work here since he started it by himself. He's had special guests on. He's had Brian Griffin. He's had Gareth Jones. He's had Peter Kerr. He's also had live performances from Bon Harris, from Nitzareb. So, this is not just a bunch of fans getting together, getting drunk. Well, that does happen later, I suppose. But yeah, there is structure to this, and it is really, really great content. And that, there are services out there that you pay for, yeah, that will not give you the great stuff that you're getting for free on Depeche Mode Global. Yeah, and you guys know I'm a joker, and I can, be a funny guy to some. But, in all sincerity here, Rob has done great work here. So, Rob, just on the sort of drink and chat things. Just tell the guys sort of a little bit more about the guests and the format, the way you do it and run it.
Yeah, so eventually, I mean, it evolved into what it is, but early on, I mean, we started this on March 20th last year. So it's our actually 1 year anniversary is going to be coming up, and we're planning to do a big event for that to celebrate with a lot of performances, yourself included. And it'll be kind of like the highlights of what we did throughout the first year. Um, but initially, it started with basically kind of a way to hang out with friends, almost like if you were going down to your local bar or pub, and just to get that social aspect that you need because we're all locked down, right? And then it evolved as we started bringing in people to perform. We had Greg Craycraft from the Reflex. We had the Mode, an Argentinian tribute band of Depeche Mode. We had then, luckily, thankfully, I invited you, and that has formed a great partnership. We've had Brian Griffin, as you mentioned, Peter Keir, Gareth Jones, Bon Harris from Nights Reb, a couple of the other guys from Nights Reb, David Godoy and Simon Granger. We've had all kinds of great events, and it's including Depeche Mode Jeopardy. I can't forget that. So that was a fantastic tournament that Jenna Rose Robbins put together, and it just turned out amazing. If you haven't watched that, please be sure to catch it on our Depeche Global YouTube channel. But yeah, it's been something that I never would have expected it would evolve into what it has become, but it's been amazing and probably one of the best things to come out of the pandemic that I think.
Yeah, no, it really is. You have really sort of harnessed the positive side of the pandemic, and a lot of people have said that this Depeche Mode Global for them has kind of been like their go-to thing. Seeing that we're all stuck at home now, I know you do it sort of every other Saturday, and I know the Saturdays that you don't do it. When I've been onto your Facebook page, people are on there going, "Oh, I'm having withdrawal symptoms," So it has really become a very positive thing for a lot of people, actually. So you should be proud of yourself. And I've obviously been following what you've been doing since the beginning, and I have noticed, like with my channel, I started it, and when you open your eyes one day, it kind of overwhelms you because it becomes bigger than you. And I've really watched you kind of in your channel, you've like upped the ante, and you've like your production values have gone up, and it's just really at a really good place. And I'm sure the sky's the limit. So I mean, where would you, I know this is a cheesy question, but where would you like to see this going in the next, say, 5 years or so?
Well, I didn't envision it getting to where it is right now, but I'd absolutely love to continue. Even as things open up again, I still would love to have events because we can connect with people across the world that you can't do that on a normal basis. So, we've made a lot of friends and basically like family, the Depeche Mode community. So I absolutely want to make sure we still have these events going on at least once a month, if not more. I'd love to eventually get members of Depeche Mode somehow involved to come on and have, FaceTime with fans. That'd be my ultimate goal.
Oh, can you just imagine like if Alan Wilder came on and there'd be like a major fanboy alert meltdown kind of thing,
I'd have to break this out.
Oh my god. Fanboy alert. You tricked me there, you bastard. That's saying, I have to coin the phrase. We started that on my channel once, and every time I mentioned Alan Wilder, people said, "God, you're such a fanboy." So I thought I would make a joke of it. Every time I said Alan Wilder, there'd be a fanboy alert, and that has always become more and more elaborate. But I want that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get you one of those.
Absolutely. Attosa, I just want to ask you again because we obviously had you on the previous discussion, but I just want to know a bit more about you. You were originally you're a London girl, that's right?
I am. I was born in St. John's Wood, really, really close to Andy Fletcher's Gascoigne. Yeah, I was born right next to it, and I moved to Paddington, and now I'm in California. But huge Depeche Mode fan. So being a part of this and helping Global and doing these shows is just, exactly where I want to be right now. So really grateful.
And to you guys watching this, as I say, at the end of this video, a link will come up to the video that when I interviewed these fine people and another couple before. And Attosa will tell you the stories because she's actually met Martin Gore, and she's hung out with them before, and all the juicy details are in that video. So go back and watch that. Attosa, you are also an artist. Tell us about your band, the Former Human Beings.
Yes, so I play synth, theremin, and I just started drumming a little bit for an electro rock band based in Los Angeles called Former Human Beings. It's like people usually call it a cross between Depeche Mode, Radiohead, and Queens of the Stone Age. But really fun. Not doing anything live, of course, right now, but definitely recording. So I'll leave some links with you if anybody's interested in hearing that.
Well, no, definitely. I'll put links at the bottom of this video. As I say, I want to keep this video short and focused. Guys, the idea of this video really is to bring awareness about Depeche Mode Global. Facebook obviously has over 2 billion users, so chances are if you're watching this, you are on Facebook. If you're one of my subscribers, you probably know about Depeche Mode Global. If you don't, get over to Facebook and request to join. It is a close community, but once you're in there, you will find it's like being at home. Rob, anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, when you join, please be sure to answer the questions. It makes it a lot easier for us to approve you. We try to keep the group to real Depeche Mode fans. I mean, it doesn't matter the level of fandom. You could be a new fan, old fan, whatever. But there are a lot of bots and spammers out there on Facebook, so it helps us to know that you're a real fan if you actually answer the questions. One thing I would like to mention too that I forgot to mention during the performances, we also had an amazing event for Attosa's birthday with performances from all across the world, including your own Vaughn George, who put on an amazing performance doing Depeche Mode covers. And you definitely need to check that out. YouTube.com/Depeche Global.
Thank you, Rob. I'll send you that tenner later. I haven't told you guys here in my community about that, but I watched the video back and I was surprised it came out pretty well. I think I will put links to that performance so you can watch it. We did that for the beautiful Attosa's 21st birthday, so
I'll send you that tenner later.
I'll send me that. Also, so there we go. That's the call to action. Subscribe to the Depeche Mode Global Facebook group, obviously, or join it. Request to join. And they've also got a YouTube channel, which is new, so we're trying to grow that as well. And that is a great place to go to sort of catch up on all the content that, because the way Rob does it is when they have guests on, they usually stream the live, the drink and chat. They stream it to the Facebook page, and then it'll be uploaded to the YouTube channel afterwards. But all the links will be below, so just join them. They're really worth supporting, and you will get a lot of fun, I promise you.
Could we just pop in the trending Twitter idea?
Oh, yes, of course. Absolutely, guys. And here's another thing. I want you all to please help me to help Rob and Attosa. Rob and Attosa are on a mission. They want to make Depeche Mode trend in Twitter, and I'm going to get Rob to explain what you need to do in order to help us do this.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty simple. We're basically going to try to shoot for 12 o'clock Pacific time on February 20th, which is the 40th anniversary of the release of Depeche Mode's very first single, Dreaming of Me. So during one of our drinking chats, Liz Dwyer from Spirits in the Forest had suggested that we should try to get Depeche Mode trending because recently we had noticed it was trending in the US, like at the top 10. And we think it should be higher. So we want to basically see what we can do. And with all of your help, if you can share the event, spread the news around the world, right? If we can all get this going, we can see how high we can get Depeche Mode. We're just going to use the hashtag Depeche Mode. So, but that'll be 8 p.m. in the UK on GMT time, and then 12 o'clock Pacific time, so February 20th.
Right, guys. So just to re-emphasize that, February the 20th, yeah? 8 p.m. UK time or 12 o'clock Pacific time. Go onto Twitter and tweet Depeche Mode, anything about Depeche Mode, so long as you hashtag Depeche Mode in. We want to make Depeche Mode We want to make Depeche Mode trend. Is that right, Rob?
Absolutely. And don't limit yourself to one tweet. You could just keep tweeting about Depeche Mode. And we'll have some graphics out there too if you need to add anything and you want to add anything, but you do not necessarily need to have a graphic just as long as you have the hashtag Depeche Mode.
That's right. Make music great again. Okay, well, listen, guys, I want to thank you for your time, Attosa, Rob. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next drink and chat. And for you guys watching here, everything is in the description below. Check these guys out. These are the best virtual friends. I call them virtual friends because I've never met them before. They're like in the box, like a virtual plugin. But I'm hoping one day I can get you out the box and hug you both.
Absolutely. It feels like we've known each other a long time, though, right?
Lifetime, yeah.
Yes. Can't wait
Absolutely.
to hug you.
All right, guys. Well, listen, have a great evening. Thank you so much for your time. Lots of love, and I'll see you again.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Vaughn.
Love
Thank
you.